Mrs. Mandela, could you first tell us about the petition locally and the letter released in London? Do you think this is going to bring any pressure for the release of your husband?
I do not think the South African government is likely to react to that type of pressure. The government of this country is insensitive to any pressure group type of politics. And it is really more of just a political exercise. I don't expect them to react to that at all. They haven't reacted up to now to the popular people's demands, and I don't expect them to react at all.
First, in fact, during your math struggle in '76 with the school children, what are your sort of feelings? Has anything been achieved since that, and has the government really learnt anything from that experience? The new Prime Minister, the President's Council, and the exclusion of blacks in that, and the inclusion of other groups which identify themselves with the black cause. Do you think this is a positive step, and does it have a future?
What they are so-called, one of the ministers, Mr. Smith, has explained precisely what the South African government is about. The blacks have not been included because they are slow of understanding, they are slow in thinking. So whoever really participates in that puppet arrangement can only be betraying the cause of the black man. The South African government is not prepared to negotiate with anybody, including its puppet leaders. That is what it thinks of them. They are slow of thinking, and they are leaders in the homelands because they are nothing more but puppets and head boys.
You're presumably not allowed to speak politics or anything. Do you have the feeling that he is understanding what is happening in this country at the moment?
I have found him even far more informed than I am in Brandford. He has, in the past, inquired about incidents I was not even aware of.
So there is do you think it's possible then that the ANC do have a smuggled letter from your husband?
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me at all. He's in touch with the world. Not even internally only, he's in touch with the rest of the world.
What availability do you have to your own family directly, your own children?
What do I have?
What sort of relationship do you have with your own children? Do they come and see you often? Are they allowed to come and see you? What sort of friends are you allowed to have?
Well, I'm not allowed to have any friends. I live apart from my children. The one daughter is married, and my younger daughter has to man the ghetto home we have in Soweto, because we had a home there prior to our forceful removal to Brandford. So she really spends most of her time running between Brandford and Johannesburg. So I am really all by myself here. But we have a very close relationship.
Your husband was trained as a lawyer. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you think there's any possibility that the government will offer some type of Sabukri type release for your husband?
Well, I don't really think so, because the kind of release they wanted is the Matanzima type of release, some type of release whereby it would be conditional. I believe Matanzima was working for his release with the South African government so that the Transkei could perhaps be recognized by the rest of the world. There could never really be any genuine desire on the South African government's part to release him as such. But we do know he will be released, if need be, by his forces.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.